Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
What's going on, Habibis? I'm Siraj Hashmi.
I'm Jay Kobbe.
And we're the Habibi Bros. Welcome to another Habibi Power Hour. Jay.
Yeah.
Ramadan Mubarak.
Ramadan Kareem.
Ramadan Kareem.
Siraj.
Yes, that is my name.
I mean, should we be calling you Siraj right now, or should we be calling you like Jose?
I don't understand. I'm not following.
I don't know. The whole get up just looks like you were mowing the lawn before you got here.
Well, I was munching on some rug before this.
Were you going for like Yellowstone, but landed on how to clean your garden 101?
Actually, I was more of a yellow bone kind of guy.
Oh, I got it.
What's that?
You know the child sex traffickers on the border?
Okay.
Right there. Right, that's it right there. It's a great mixture of pedo and a little bit of like brownness as well. Like it's working perfectly for them. I really enjoy it. That was absolute. Oh my god. It's a good look. I mean, it's a look.
It's a look.
It's a look.
Thank you.
It's good. Well, I mean, at least now we can see your lips a little bit better too.
That's right. The cold sores. That's why I'm just covering up right now. The cold sores.
No wonder why my dick's itchy.
Should have washed it first, Jay. Anyways, Habibis, welcome to the show. I am currently on a social media fast. If I haven't already explained that already, I have no idea what's going on social media tonight because, well, pretty much for the last 2 days, because it's Ramadan and I just challenged myself to not check the shit at all.
Very
so far,
nice.
Jay, I have to say, quite therapeutic.
I bet it would be. Honestly, I bet it would be, especially with your OCD and anxiety and ADHD and
AIDS.
Overall retardedness.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it helps soothe the day.
I think this is a manifestation of my social media fast. Is just what you see in front of you.
And honestly, it's hot as fuck.
That's what I was going for.
I'm really happy to see you glowing, in this gay glow that we were seeing.
Gay glow.
Because not only did you decide to give up social media, but apparently you also decided to give up pussy.
Jay, you know me.
Yes, sir.
Who am I if I didn't give it up? Pussy,
right.
That is.
Give up the pussy.
I am giving out the bussy, though.
Well, there's nothing in Islam that doesn't say you can't lick a bussy per iftar to break that.
There's no bussy that should not be licked. After all,
there's no legitimate word that says bussy in the Quran.
That's actually 100% true. Trust me, look it up. You can't find it.
You won't be able to.
You won't be able. It's not there.
Nope.
So therefore,
bussies
halal.
Bussies are halal.
Absolutely halal.
For the Habibis who are just watching as well, who do not know, Ramadan is the holy month in which Muslims fast. It's like an intermediate fasting thing. So basically, they just give up lunch and then start saying that they no water. Oh my god! Ooh, I was doing that shit when I was 7. So was Siraj. We were all doing it. I mean, especially because we came from conservative dads. Yeah. I mean, our dads had a different approach to it. Mine let me know that I would go to hell and I'm not a good Muslim or a good son if I didn't fast. I'd be like, Dad, my stomach hurts. Can I not fast today? He's like, stomach hurts. What are you talking about? Stomach hurts? I don't see blood. I don't see you dying. Or if we're going
are you getting surgery, son?
Yeah. Do you have to take medicine? I don't think so. Or if I'm going to the next city over, that's like an hour and 45 minutes away, I'd be like, can we have water or something? It's like, we're traveling. It says we can traveling. No, he's talking about if you're on a camel and you're going for 6 days, then you can eat. This is nothing. You will fast.
I mean, man's got a point.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's how you he liked to guilt us into doing it.
I will also say this: my Bubba, my dad, he would never guilt us, except all the times that he guilted us. But he'll never say it. You know, he never guilted us. This is his method of doing it. He'd be like, Bubba, I'm not feeling like I can't fast. He'd be like, it's okay, son. You know, you can make up for it in other ways. And then just like his demeanor and delivery would be like, oh, fuck, I guess I'm fasting then.
He does it the sneaky way.
He really did. He's sneaky Bubba.
Sneaky.
Anyways, Habibis. Oh, good news, Jay. I heard some fantastic news. We are Islam has gained its most famous member and unfortunately for me, whitest member.
Yes, it has. It's something that we really need to get into, especially for the month of Ramadan. But Sean King,
Talcum X.
Well, now Ahmed X has now converted
to Islam. Now
you see it right here. Sean King religious calendar this week. 3:10 convert to Islam. 3:15 sell premium tickets to iftar.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. You can see general admission is $60 plus a $10 booking fee.
And he's doing it with Khalid Beydoun. Oh, you got be kidding me.
Yeah, dude. It is, and he did with the black and white kafaya.
Do you think he did this just to become Jay? I'm wondering, do you think he did this to try to become darker? Because I feel like most people think of Muslims as being brown.
Yes.
And Sean King is obviously white. So since he couldn't pass as being black because everyone knew that he wasn't black, he decided, oh, I'll become Muslim. That'll make them love me.
Yeah, that would put me in the hierarchy of victimhood a little bit
better. Right. I mean, I think it's also
that's all that they try to game the system that way.
So Sean King, by the way, as a rule, he's not actually Muslim until he unblocks me on Twitter. It's actually a rite of passage.
Yeah, because it's Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Ashhadu an Muhammad Rasulullah, unblock Siraj. They actually don't include. Most Muslims don't include that at the end, and I got to tell you, straight up Islamophobic. Well, they don't include it because they haven't blocked you.
Good point. So really, it's only in there if you block me on Twitter.
Exactly. So now Sean, and I wonder what he's going to name what he's going to change his name to.
Malcolm X, because he was Talcum X for so long.
No, he's actually Malcolm X.
No, he's actually just going to change it to Malcolm X or Malcolm X squared.
But Malcolm X wasn't Muslim.
He started off as a nation of Islam Muslim, and then I think he actually converted to mainstream Sunni Islam when he left the Nation of Islam, and then he was killed by the Nation of Islam. So, but probably some help from the FBI or CIA, one of those two. Probably FBI.
I think there's an affinity for the FBI to murder black people. I think they like it.
They definitely get off on it.
That's 100%. And then they tweet about their birthdays.
They don't tweet about Malcolm X's birthday. That shows you how suspect it is. They definitely tweet about MLK's birthday every year.
Or is it his birthday or the day he was assassinated?
No, the day he was assassinated was April 4th, 1968.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay. And then
so they're doing his birthday.
His birthday was in January.
No, wait. They're doing it on Malcolm X Day.
No, they do it like the third Monday of every January.
Sorry. They don't all look alike. Not Malcolm X Day. MLK.
Hold on. Unless you're Marco Rubio and you post a photo of Elijah Cummings when John Lewis died.
Still one of the best.
God.
And that's the reason why that meme was born.
God tier. I think he actually unintentionally created that meme.
I think he born that meme. It was so good.
Anyway, so Faye BB says, well, Siraj is white and he's Muslim. So that means I'm probably Sean King. Exclusive.
Honestly, I think if you guys were sitting next to each other,
you couldn't tell the difference.
You couldn't tell the difference.
Probably.
Yeah. especially because, I mean, he's clean shaven.
We might need to do a side by side.
I think so.
So yeah, someone post that shit.
Do a side by side.
But anyways,
and we'll bring it up.
Sean King becoming Muslim, definitely not on my bingo card.
Nope. Not on mine either. I mean, it was completely out of left field, and there was a.
So can we get some? So can we get some like Sean King memory memes?
What do you mean?
You know, Memory, the Middle East Media Research Institute.
Oh yes, dude. Yes, we'll have that. We'll just put the memory, like the memory brand.
I want the Habibis to at least get started on that while I'm away from social media. Like, give me like something to look forward to when I come back. If I come back. I don't know if I'll come back.
I don't know if there's any.
Anyways, I find it fascinating that Southpaw tweeted that out about Sean King because Southpaw is like notoriously, liberal. But that shows you how hated Sean King is.
Well, yeah. Well, it came out also like how he was trying to take credit for the hostage situation.
Wait, which one? The one in Israel?
Yeah.
And now he's taking credit for it. He converts to he's been Muslim for 2 days. He's already claiming all the credit for Hamas's work.
No, this is months ago.
I can see it, obviously.
When it first happened.
Yeah. He's like, this has been happening for a long time. I can see it. Anyways, I think it's time to take this off, put my headphones on. Oh God, look at that.
Oh, you got it. Oh, you got a nice little
German haircut right there.
I know. So you got the pedo stash and the pedo haircut going side by side.
It's really
who you look like.
Who's that?
I'll get it right now.
Oh God. don't do this to me, Jay. Jesus Christ. All right, so yes, I did get a haircut, as you noticed. And Jay,
I can't find.
You are to blame. You are to blame for the.
Don't you fucking put that evil on me. Don't you put that. I am not to blame for this stash that you did.
You are.
No, I was telling you against it because I knew what would happen.
What did happen? What happened, Jay?
And either way, I still got blamed for it.
I mean, yeah.
It's so funny. Your wife has your balls so hard in her hand. She knows you can't make decisions for yourself.
So someone says to turn up your mic, Jay. Let's turn up your mic. It's probably because you have it so far away from you.
No, and then
you probably need to get it up like this.
No, this is better. Now they can hear me.
Really?
Yeah, they can hear me.
I don't think anyone can hear you.
Well, that's because you're deaf.
Well, I just turned up your levels.
I know you did because I can hear myself a little bit better.
No, you can't. Shut up. Faggot.
You broke your fast.
Whoa, I did not fast against swearing or calling you faggot.
Bro, it's way past iftar.
I know.
There's no.
Oh, but are you saying, because it's somewhere it's, not sunset yet, right?
Okay, so back to your stash.
Okay.
This motherfucker, all right.
Okay.
I don't know. I think it was like a triple double play that he did.
What was that?
Knowing that when he was going to get it, there was going to be a window where he could try and blame it on me.
Yes. No.
Son of a bitch.
It's your fault. It was your fault. Jay, as soon as you came to Florida, you should have known it was your fault.
I was going to get blamed for a lot of things.
You're going to get blamed for it. Every dumb decision that you made.
That you made?
No, that you made, Jay, would get blamed on you. It's definitely it's logic 101.
So any decision that you made is automatically a dumb decision I made.
Exactly.
Got it.
But it's any decision.
Yes,
any decision that Emily doesn't like
was my idea.
Automatically your fault. So there you have it.
It's too good.
Okay, so Jay, what happened in the news while I was
all right, so
I was hanging out and being tortured by my own thoughts.
Yeah, or getting the gay stash. So her testified.
Who's her?
Him is her.
Who's him?
He is her.
Who's on
her
first?
Is him.
Her's on first?
Her, him. Robert, her? Robert, right?
Those are
They're named Robert for some reason.
So why would he put one of his pronouns in his last name? That's weird.
I know. Well, I think it's a Chinese thing. Wait, is he Chinese? I think it's Korean.
I think he's Korean.
He might be Korean. Koreans, a lot of Koreans are Republican.
It's like Robert Kyung-her.
Robert Kyung-her. So we had Robert Kyung-her testify and basically go over, what was written in his report, especially when it came to
about Biden's classified documents
and his memory and everything.
Right.
And of course, we saw everyone try to pick apart and confirm their priors and spin it into the favor of Biden. So one really amazing one was the no, not this one. It's amazing. I send tweets to the interns and they don't put them on the
rundown.
On the rundown. It's fantastic.
We got the best interns
like ever.
Ever.
And like around.
Like
it's just
God, they're so good.
God, I'm so happy.
We're so blessed.
But the CBS, the Chinese and I'm going to tell you guys like her race because she liked to lie about what happened. So the same Chinese CBS reporter that lied about somebody coming up to her and saying Hong Kong flu or Kong flu
called COVID Kung flu.
She said, they went up to her because she's Chinese and went,
"This is Kung
flu. You are Kong flu," and she never said who it was.
She never said.
She never mentioned it.
It's been 4 years and she hasn't said who it was.
Nope. But she did come over here to lie about what was in her report and how they were testifying on it today in court. So over here, you see her coming in and she tweets, "The president was fired up about HUR's claim that he couldn't remember when his son Bo died because it was false. He immediately said the date according to the interview transcript. Read more here." And the funny thing is that even in the transcript that she posts, it is in there saying that he got the years wrong. So he said May 30th. Was it 2017 or 2018? It was 2015. So he got the date wrong.
Well,
either way.
He got the month and the day right, but he got the year wrong.
Which is still part of
memory lapsing.
The date. The date Alzheimer's. Doesn't just mean the
dementia.
Day and month.
I fucking knew it's dementia.
It is absolutely Alzheimer's.
Gonosyphilades.
Fucked in the brain.
How do you think you get gonosyphilades?
Fuck, you fucked me in the brain. And
okay, so she's talking. All right, so you wrote in response. All right, this is like the first time I've ever seen this. You wrote, "Biden lied about who brought it up. He did, and he couldn't remember the year, which is part of the date. You laying sack of shit." Jay, what is a laying sack of shit? I must inquire. No.
It's when Biden is laying in bed and he shits his pants.
That is technically a laying.
That is what she is. And she is an absolute fucking liar. It's amazing to watch them come up and start lying for them as well, especially when you see him during the hearing as well.
Wait, I believe it's she.
No, when you see her, her being questioned or talking back to other representatives. This one right here, you see Schiff. Look at the crazy eye Schiff.
Oh, hold on.
Look at the crazy eye Schiff.
New look. Ah.
Oh, I like it. Look at that.
All right, let's watch this.
It's like two balls and a dick.
I know. Well,
I need to address something that you said in your prior question. What you were suggesting is that I needed to provide a different version of my report that would be fit for public release. That is nowhere in the rules. I was to prepare a confidential report that was comprehensive and thorough of an
What is in the rules, Mr. HUR, what is in the rules is you don't gratuitously do things to prejudice the subject of an investigation when you're declining to prosecute. You don't gratuitously add language that you know will be useful in a political campaign. You were not born yesterday. You understood exactly what you were doing. It was a choice. You certainly didn't have to include that language. You could have said vis-a-vis the documents that were found at the university, the president did not recall. There is nothing more common. You know this, I know this. There is nothing more common with a witness of any age when asked about events that are years old to say, I do not recall. Indeed, they're instructed by their attorney to do that if they have any question about it. You understood that. You made a choice. That was a political choice. It was the wrong choice. Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
Gentleman yields back. Gentleman from Arizona.
A couple things from this, Jay. One, Adam Schiff just won his primary for the U.S. Senate seat in California. This is to replace Kamala Harris. No, I'm sorry, Dianne Feinstein, because I already replaced Kamala Harris.
Yes.
So what we're seeing from Schiff, for one, that's political theater.
Yeah.
Two, we need to start calling him Adam Shit more.
Oh, I love that. Yes, we should.
Because when Trump that is actually Trump's best nickname, calling him Adam Shit.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that no one calls him that is actually really, honestly, it's unfortunate. We should. No, it is. It should be. We should use that name. This is the biggest liar on Capitol Hill. He completely concocted and promulgated the fucking Russiagate hoax. Yeah. That fucking Carter Page, George Papadopoulos were somehow like these foreign agents that were pulling the strings that led the Russian government to the Trump campaign. These people are fucking liars, for one. They're dishonest, and all they care about is power.
No, it is. And for him to talk about political theater is absolutely hypocritical from him because of the way he used his position in the intel community, to lie to the public.
He was the ranking member. Yeah, he was the ranking member of the House Intelligence Committee.
Yes,
when Devin Nunes was the chairman.
He kept on talking about, we have seen evidence that
never
shows
presented
this.
That shit. Yeah, he said this shit on CNN. Said it on CNN time and time again. I think it was like the Anderson Cooper or someone like that.
Jake Tapper, the piece of shit.
Was it Jake Tapper?
It was Jake Tapper, the piece of shit, because he never brought him back on to question him about this.
I remember it was Tapper,
which he pretended like he cares about.
It was Tapper, and it was what's it called? Correct me if I'm wrong. He did that. I think that was all in 2017, if I'm not mistaken. That was fucking 7 years ago, Jay. He constantly said that there was evidence. He never presented that evidence. It's just like Weijia Zhang, that CBS News reporter who talked about, a Trump administration official came up to me in the White House and called it Kung Flu. She never named the Trump official. No. If you're a journalist, and by the way, she's one of these people who probably would take, the axe out. She would take an axe to the Trump admin if she had the opportunity.
100%. There's no way
she didn't present the name of the Trump official because it didn't fucking happen.
Nope.
Just like this whole thing with Russiagate didn't fucking happen.
Nope.
So, what else we got?
And then we have Representative Dean, who misrepresents the reporting.
Okay.
On an important point. Very sadly, your report on page 208 says that Mr. Biden couldn't come up with the year of his son, Beau Biden's death, when in fact in the transcript it shows that you asked him the month. And do you know what he said, Mr. HUR? He said, oh God, May 30th. Would you like to correct the record? His memory was pretty firm on the month and the day.
Congresswoman, I don't believe that's correct with respect to the transcript, but if you could refer me to a specific page, I'd be happy to look.
I've read about it in reporting. Thank you. I yield back.
Chair now recognized.
Well, and it's not even true. She mentions
the page in the beginning and then she doesn't mention it at the end.
No, she doesn't.
On an important point. Very sadly, your report on page 208 says that Mr. Biden couldn't come up with the year of his son, Beau Biden's death, when in fact in the transcript it shows that you asked him the month. And do you know what he said, Mr. HUR? He said, oh God, May 30th. Would you like to correct the record? His memory was pretty firm on the month and the day.
Congresswoman, I don't believe that's correct with respect to the transcript, but if you could refer me to a specific page, I'd be happy to look.
I've read about it in reporting.
Okay, so she couldn't even highlight where in the transcript it was because she realizes that he didn't get the year. Biden didn't get the year right.
No, and that's not even how the interaction happened as well.
How did it happen?
What's it called? Biden started rambling on and brought up Bo himself. And
that's right. That was a point of contention was that HUR asked about Bo. And that was the first lie that they tried to paint about this special counsel.
And it's a lie that Biden said. The White House lied completely about this, and none of these fucking people in journalism is actually giving a shit about it. That the White House just openly lies to their face, like spits on their face. You know, like you show respect to $5 whores in Miami more than the White House shows respect for these stupid whore journalists that were raised by fucking dirty sluts. Their mothers are sluts. That's what they are.
Hold on.
That's it. The evidence is clear. They would love to lick their middle finger, stick it up your ass as they give you blowjobs. That is how slutty their mothers are.
Jay is speaking obviously from experience. Jay prefers the middle finger because it's obviously the longest.
It's absolutely
longer than actually longer than what you have down there.
It actually is. I need to put my hand back down.
Okay, so what else happened in this?
During that interaction, HUR, even in the transcripts, you see that HUR was like, I just want to take a moment first to just say how sorry I am about your loss. Like,
in the transcripts?
Yeah, in the transcripts. And then it's just
so
insane.
HUR actually did his HERM work.
Yes. He did.
And in the sense that he knew that anything that he wrote or said can or would be used against him. Like they're kind of using it right now.
Yeah. Charges are warranted in this matter.
Correct.
So this lengthy, expensive, and independent investigation resulted in a complete exoneration of President Joe Biden. For every document you discussed in your report, you found insufficient evidence that the president violated any laws about possession or retention of classified materials. The primary law that you analyzed for potential prosecution was part of the Espionage Act, 18 U.S.C. 793E, which criminalizes willful retention or disclosure of national defense information. Is that correct?
Congresswoman, that is one statute that we analyzed. I need to go back and make sure that I take note of the word that you used, exoneration. That is not a word that
I'm going to continue with my questions.
I'm
going to continue with my questions. I know that the term
I ultimately reached.
I know that
whether
the term
sufficient evidence existed such that the likely outcome
you exonerated
a conviction.
I know that the term willful retention has a Mr. HUR, it's my time.
That's why the whole whole thing about the special counsel and everything is a huge, because Robert HUR also has handcuffs. Like he doesn't have a free reign of like what people think, like, oh, he's got it. He can get the U.S. Marshal go and get
go get that
bitch in handcuffs and go. No, he still has to talk. He's cock blocked by the DOJ completely. 100%.
Because he can make a recommendation and the DOJ can refuse to not take that recommendation.
That's all he can do is give the recommendation, and that's it. So he knew he didn't exonerate him on any.
I actually would argue that if he recommended prosecution, you would have an even bigger political firestorm. I don't think people realize that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I mean, like, it's something that obviously I think most Americans want.
Yes.
And I think there is a good chunk of Americans who want the whole system to burn down to the ground, and Robert HUR had the opportunity to do so.
Right.
However, I think this particular path that he took, in which he didn't recommend charges specifically because of Joe Biden's poor cognitive function and ability, as well as his, he's like a meandering old man. He just doesn't remember shit. I would rather, like, if you are like concerned about like a constitutional crisis, you probably would prefer that shit above everything else, because if he recommended charges and the DOJ basically said no, you'd have a bigger scandal on your hands.
Oh, 100%. And the thing is that I think the Merrick Garland DOJ is a scandal in of itself. But just
in what way?
Just from when they were they were saying that we should treat parents as terrorists and call them terrorists.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
From
about
that
God.
Onward,
Can't believe that was during this administration.
That even happened. And we don't have anyone up in arms with this type of stuff. Like, nobody's up in arms with this shit. We don't have any reporter being like, whoa, wait a moment. You know, a father and mother who actually care about their kids aren't people in power. Why the fuck are we having the whole weight of the American government on them to call them terrorists?
By the way, that's stolen valor, okay? Like, that's our word, okay?
Yeah, of course that's our word. Caring parents aren't terrorists.
Right, that's us.
Yes.
Seriously.
Yeah, caring.
Stop calling these parents. Stop calling parents terrorists. Stop calling Hayarashik a terrorist, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm tired of these people.
Yeah, don't give it.
I'm tired of these people taking our good name and dragging it through the mud.
They're actually calling IDF like the real terrorists. The Hamas aren't the real terrorists. The IDF is fuck you. I'm sorry, but Ahmed is the real terrorist. Now, Ahmed.
Wait, was that your no? Is that your attempt to try to say a Hebrew name?
Yes.
Is there anything else that we got on Robert HUR? Is there anything else?
No, that's honestly
because I really wanted to focus to this is actually like a good, I'm hoping, segue, because while we're talking about terrorists, Jay, they're trying to take away the vehicle in which our uncles would successfully, throw a party. Boeing.
Yes. So that was okay. You were getting there. What you wanted to say.
Yeah, give me tips. Give me tips now, Jay.
Let me get into it. I'll help you. So I'm really glad that Robert HUR's hearing flew to the tune of the transcript, and talk about flying. Do you know who's having like a huge trouble in flying their planes right now? Boeing and all of the airlines that actually have the 737s and the Max.
CJ, I'm handicapped. I'm handicapped without social media. Now I know how Ben feels. Love you, Ben.
Oh God. Yeah, okay, this is exactly how Ben feels. 100%.
Essentially.
Yes.
All right. So Boeing, they have quite a scandal on their hands.
Well, before we get there.
Okay.
So leading up to this, of course, it first started off in, I think, 2018. Okay. Somewhere around then where they had the new 737 Maxes come out.
Right.
And they had this it's
like Dreamliner or some shit like that.
And they had a system in place that was a brand new system that none of the pilots knew about, that basically took over control of the tail wing of the plane without the pilot knowing about it. Yes. So this is how big this scandal really comes into play. And this is after they were bought by EBITDA bitches. So basically hedge fund motherfuckers that don't know, that don't give a shit about engineering, that don't give a shit about the safety of the aircraft. And also they didn't give a shit about the culture of what Boeing was, which is engineered led, which is safety first, which 9/11. Is all of that kind of stuff. Make sure it melts steel beams, like all of that kind of stuff.
If it can't melt steel beams, then what good is it even, right?
Not for Ahmed.
It's not
for Ahmed. So then after that, there has been a series, seemingly like one after the other, these past like 3 or 4 months of them missing bolts on wings.
Just I saw one of the few posts before I went on my social media fast was a fucking wheel falling off one of the planes.
Yeah, and hitting like six cars in the parking lot. Like it would kill anybody that would have been under it.
People could have died.
Yes.
And that's what happens when you order Al Qaeda on Wish.
Right. That's exactly what happens. And then now
there was Alaska Airlines door that flew off.
Mhm.
Almost sucked out a passenger, right?
Yes.
Which, by the way, he sucked out a passenger.
Woo. That's gonna be a big one. But there's some good jokes that are coming out of this too. So here, my wife drops me off at the airport and starts crying. I say, honey, what's wrong? She goes, you're not on a Boeing. Beautiful.
Oh,
absolutely beautiful. So and then over here you see Unusual Wells coming in and saying Boeing failed 33 out of the 89 audits conducted by the FAA after one of its 737 MAX 9 jets experienced a mid-flight door plug blowout. This won't be back to business as usual for Boeing, an FAA administrator.
Hold on, no. What was that tweet below it?
Oh, it's hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville. Welcome to Jackass. Boards a commercial Boeing flight. Boeing, you can't bring more than 3 ounces of shampoo on board because we care about your safety. Me, okay, the doors will definitely stay on the plane. If they fall off, it won't be because of shampoo. They're called Boeing because that's the sound their wheels make when they fall off the plane. Boing.
Yeah, there's some
and here
funny
we go.
ass people on
So
there.
this is where we
All
want
right,
to get into it.
this is the crux of the issue.
So John Barnett was the original whistleblower on the 2016 or 2018
Now, what
emails.
his position? He was a former what?
Safety engineer,
quality
Yes.
engineer.
Right. So Colin Rugg has come out with the report saying a suicide note was allegedly found next to Boeing whistleblower John Barnett, who was found dead in his truck with a gun in his hand. A hotel staff member found Barnett after someone conducted the hotel for a wellness check on him. Barnett had his right pointer finger remaining on the trigger with a gunshot wound near his right temple, according to the police report. A white piece of paper that closely resembled a note was on the passenger seat next to him. The contents of the note have not been released. Barnett's lawyers say there was no indication Barnett would take his life. John was in the midst of a deposition in his whistleblower retaliation case, which finally was nearing the end. He was in very good spirits and really looking forward to putting this phase of his life behind him and moving on. We didn't see any indication that he would take his own life. No one can believe it. We are all devastated. We need more information about what happened to John. The Charleston police need to investigate this fully and accurately and tell the public what they find out. No detail can be left unturned.
All right, so real quick, one thing that was missing to that, and obviously because I've watched Law and Order, I'm kidding, I don't watch Law and Order. I watched every other like criminal procedure show.
Yeah.
There's one easy way to find out if he actually killed himself. Check his hands for gunpowder.
I was gonna say use a blue light and see if there's cum on his hands.
You mean is it no? It's a black light, Jay. You racist.
What did I say?
Blue light. You can't find cum with a blue light.
Mine glows green with blue light.
What planet am I on right now? I don't even think a blue light can find that shit. Does a blue light even think? I don't even think a blue light's real. You're just making that up. You're trying to gaslight me. This is a Mandela effect all over again. Anyways, yes, maybe they should check to see if there cum stains.
He was Clinton.
He was Clinton.
100% Clinton.
You can't tell me he wasn't Clinton.
Oh, yes. He definitely did not. He definitely did not kill himself. I mean, it's so hard to believe.
There's no way. There's no way he killed himself.
Oh my God.
Zero.
I mean, weird things have happened and stuff, but I can't see it.
There's no way, Jay, that he killed himself, because given what he was up against, this Boeing, this company of hedge fund managers that are running.
Yeah.
They're trying to make money. Okay. They don't give a shit about safety.
Nope.
Are trying to extend the profit margins as much as they can.
Yes.
Okay. And the way to do that is you basically decrease costs on production and overhead, and that involves cutting corners.
Oh, and they cut a lot of corners. I mean, one major one that they cut, the reason why there was those flight accidents, 100% the reason why there was those flight
Essentially.
accidents. When they put those systems in there, they would have needed retraining for pilots. But airlines don't want to spend that money either.
Right.
So instead of saying this was a brand new system, they said it was an update to a system that already existed. No new training needed. Literally how they sold 5 to 8,000 of those aircrafts.
That's crazy.
It is.
Absolutely
and now
crazy.
Airbus is completely taken over.
Mhm.
If you're flying, make sure it's an Airbus.
I mean, yeah, I don't even know how you can tell anymore.
Oh, they tell you
They tell you
they tell you the plane.
plane.
Yeah. I know, because
shows you how long it's been since I've flown.
Beforehand, like flying was so safe, you didn't give a shit. You didn't care what plane you were flying on because it was pretty safe. for
Yeah,
anyone
there
to
was
get
no,
on. And I remember
the one thing you had to worry about was whether one of us were on the plane.
exactly.
Yeah,
If you had Khalid or
Yeah.
Ahmed,
you're done. Yeah, you might as well just turn around and walk off.
exactly.
Yeah.
Just don't get on the plane.
So, like for you and me, though, if we walked on, we'd be
Yeah,
we'd be the ones. We'd be the ones. Yeah. Especially with my cowboy hat.
Get it. See that ready to ride the cockpit.
That actually.
Who's
got
ready
me.
to ride the cock?
Who's ready for a mustache ride?
Get on that cock, Siraj.
Carl on Rumble says, "Guess who's flying on Boeing next week?" Oh, you're going back to Ohio finally.
I know that's
Going
going to
back
be really
home.
good. Going back home. He is home. He is in Ohio. He's finally going
Ohio.
to get out of Ohio for the first time.
Oh,
Yeah, he's traveling to Afghanistan.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, his mail order bride is from Afghanistan, so he's going to go meet his
Watch it be
family.
AI generated. I could see that happen.
Absolutely, that's probably what.
So we have this Robert, was it Hoffner? I apologize. I don't know what his last name is. The guy who apparently Epstein himself. And by Epstein himself,
John Barrett, the Boeing guy, the one.
where the
one
fuck
that
did
we
I
were
get this name? Where the fuck did I get this
The
name?
one we were just talking
The
about.
one we were just talking about.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
This is just like Jay. Okay.
I'm sorry. Is the
This is my Marco Rubio moment. Okay.
Aleppo? What's Aleppo?
No, I'm talking. That's fucking Gary Johnson, Jay. I'm thinking of Elijah Cummings and John Lewis. R.I.P. in peace.
R.I.P. in peace.
Okay, so
okay.
John Barnett.
So, no, he did not off himself. But talking about people who got off and off themselves, who did not kill themselves, Deadspin has been completely taken out.
Dead. So they're two. We're talking about two dead and dead.
Dead and dead.
Now it's just. Oh yeah, it's just dead now. It's not
Now-
spin, just dead.
Now it's just
This
dead.
is actually fantastic news. If you actually care about the truth, you care about good journalistic ethics, this is a win, a massive dub.
Yes.
And also so what I've heard is that Deadspin was acquired by some European
tech company.
Yeah.
And they basically this is the best thing about this is that nobody at Deadspin knew this buyout was happening.
Mhm.
And they were welcomed to an email saying, "Hey, we bought your company and none of you guys are staying on. We don't need any of you." And they lost access to their work computers. They got locked out of their emails, like the whole fucking thing, which is great. Because this rag is absolute fucking poison, especially for things like sports. These are the type of people that ruined sports 100%. This is the reason why sports have been ruined for a time, because of reporters and reporting like this. And it bleeds into ESPN, it bleeded into fucking Fox Sports, CNN Sports. Deadspin are garbage.
What's interesting is there was a time when Deadspin actually was like a fun publication to read.
Yeah.
Which was like in the late 2000s, early 2010s. Of course, I was in my live phase then, so maybe I'm looking at it with different, rose-colored glasses.
No, Jarvis had a really good explanation about Deadspin and about blogging and about actually how these different kind of
I used to live for the Deadspin comment section.
Yeah.
Because they were actually legitimately funny.
Right.
And they'd have everybody would have some joke about something, and every single one was fucking fire.
Yeah, and it's also they didn't really care about this DEI, CRT garbage bullshit, saying that NFL players are the same as people who are slaves and that kind of garbage. No, they actually went in mainly to be different than ESPN. They were going in Barstool. They were going in all of these other different kind of ones that it's a publication by sports fans for sports fans.
Right.
Now it is a publication by people who hate their fucking lives, hate everything that is joyous and anything. They will depict it to find what is wrong with all of it, who should have probably just killed themselves a long time ago before even deciding to write anything.
So the story that we have highlighted here specifically is the written by Karan J. Phillips, in which titled "The NFL Needs to Speak Out Against the Kansas City Chiefs Fan in Blackface and Native Headdress." Now, interestingly enough, you see the image on the right to that headline. He's not really entirely in blackface. He has the red on there as well.
And this is an edited one too. They didn't show this picture. They
showed the one in the bottom center. They only showed one side of his face, and it was the side that was black, and made it look like he was in blackface straight up. Now, Karan Phillips, because of him publishing this, the kid's family, the kid's parents, and I hope any parent would do this for their child, fought back because what do you do in that situation when your kid is being defamed? So basically, it was sued for defamation for defaming Holden Armenta, who is the 9-year-old boy, who I also believe is Native American, has a Native American ancestry himself. So I just love how these people are never. They revere and quote Martin Luther King Jr. to basically not judge judge people by the color of their skin or by what's on the outside, but by the content of their character. This is them completely judging a book by its cover.
Right.
They didn't even make an effort to try to reach out to the parents of this kid and asking, hey, what's up with the headdress? We're just, we want to make sure that even then, that's still too much for me, because if you have a problem with someone else doing something, that means you're the snowflake.
Right. No, absolutely. But what's really amazing about you is that you are the same as your book cover. You're gay as your book cover, and you're gay when you read it. So it's
true.
It's great. You are what you get.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
And unfortunately, it's the book is really just one of those motion animation books where you flip through it. Flip animation is just me getting pegged by Emily. What? Okay.
So Dave Portnoy, he came out. Came out with a response of his own to the news of Deadspin going out.
Hold on,
get your headphones in.
Listen, even I'm getting confused. How many times can I pop a bottle for the same goddamn company? How many times can I kill Deadspin? How many times can Julie DeCaro lose her goddamn job? It seems like infinity. But here we are, once again, new bottle of champagne floating around. Hey, Miss Peaches. Hi, Miss Peaches. Get her out so I can go back to business voice. Deadspin, out of business, bought, everyone fired for the 90th straight time. This is just kicking a dead-ass dog. But you know what? I'm not beyond it. There we go. To Deadspin. Everybody getting fired again. Those motherfuckers that don't get it. Being miserable, hating life, never laughing. It's never gonna pay the bills. See you motherfuckers on the employment line again. Victory!
So why I don't understand why Deadspin came back at all. They never should have revived it. The fact that it's going under is so great. Again, the first time it went under was great but I'm trying to remember now. The first time it went under, it was because it was acquired by one company and they just laid off the entire staff, right?
Yes.
And then they brought in new staff, and that staff was this, and then they got acquired by another bunch of investors, and then laid them off.
And I forgot who posted it, but they were saying like ever since they've been losing followers, losing subscribers, losing followers.
With Deadspin or what?
Yeah, Deadspin. Like they have never been in a month that has been a net positive on gaining readers or gaining followers.
No, it's just amazing. Like, why won't they just let that shit die?
Yeah, well, the whole thing needs to die, and we see it over and over. We see the success of Barstool. We see the success of Pat McAfee.
Well, yeah, because they actually cover fucking sports,
right? Not this fucking stupid gay shit. When are they going to get rid of the chop? When are they going to get rid of the racist chop? Why aren't they lynching this kid for wearing blackface?
We were literally talking about it the other night with the Washington Redskins. Wasn't there a tribe that specifically wanted one of their members to pose for the Washington Redskins logo?
The Washington Redskins logo is an actual historical
it's like an actual tribe. It's an actual person. Yeah.
Yes, they were petitioned by a tribe to have his image,
and it was like they thought it was an honor.
Yes, to actually have it. I mean, because when you're looking at it as well, like this is pop culture. This is allowing for your people to be represented in this melting pot of the United States.
Yeah.
And Native Americans are a big staple within. I mean, of course, we kick their asses, but yes, they are a big staple within American history and everything. And
yeah, we kicked their asses, all right.
I don't think Mexicans did anything. They lost just as bad.
Chupa mi verga. Sorry, that's the only Spanish I know.
Taco, burrito. But there's a segment I want to get into because you've been out of the news and everything. So I'm going to read some headlines.
Okay.
And you try to tell me what they're about before I post them. Okay. So online influencer brothers were detained and handed UK arrest warrants.
Yeah, it's about the Tate brothers.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
you got it. Look at you. Is it because you're like at Rumble? Like did Rumble say anything about it? How did you know?
I read the news, Jay.
Oh, okay, because you're still online. Okay, got it. We got it. We see it.
Okay, I'm not on social media. It's not like I'm under a fucking rock.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, we're gonna go to another one right now.
Okay. Let's see what we got.
All right. Forget tea and honey. This doc has a surprise treatment for a sore throat. What is it?
All right. Forget tea or honey.
Mm-hmm.
This what?
This doctor has a surprise treatment for a sore throat.
Johnny Sins and that's his cum.
That was quick. That was very quick. Is that something that you like to put honey, like a little bit of honey and John Sins cum and like to help soothe it go in?
Well, yeah, you gotta have coating, Jay. Why else would I look like this? All right, so what was it? Was that actually the story?
It's pickle juice and pickles.
Pickle juice.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So a community note was written on this article, and the community note just says, Yes, they are. What was this in reference to?
Oh my god. It's an image, or is it actual like?
No, it's an actual article.
Okay. And the community note is yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
Habibi Bros come out as not gay.
Close, but it was actually this from Slate saying it needs to be said Sydney Sweeney's boobs are not that big. Community note. Yes, they are. And all it is referencing her Instagram. I'm gonna keep this on here for a little bit.
That's good.
That was really,
by the way,
really
who would write this drivel? Okay.
Oh yeah, let's find out who wrote this.
They just switched.
Shauna Pauls. Let's see if she's on Twitter. Because I want to see what she looks like.
Probably a flat-chested bore, Jay. Knowing how the world works. Interesting.
It looks like you without your stash. It looks just like you when you do the female.
I should get. Hold on, let me get my wig.
Now we can definitely see why. I mean, in comparison, absolutely, she is 100% much better than this. 100%, yes.
Let's throw that back up there, Jay. Hold on. Get this on. God, I really should have brushed this ahead. Oh yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
100%. 100%. No wonder why. No wonder why she would write something like that.
Hot lady.
No wonder why she would write something like that. So, Habibis, for your home assignment, go search Sydney Sweeney and measure her boobs for yourself. I think it's important for you guys to go out and, reach for the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Feel it for yourself.
Cup it.
Stroke it. Maybe stick a finger in it just to feel.
Make sure you flick it. Flick it a little.
And understand what the truth is. Oh, hey, Mom. Thanks for watching.
Okay. So, by the way, for the record, would.
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%. Yeah, I know, completely. Sydney Sweeney, right? Yeah, would.
No,
100%
gross. Ugh, gross.
All right.
But yes, I don't know why would anyone try to write something that, like I'm just trying to get an understanding of why someone would be like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna write about Sydney Sweeney's tits and how they're not that big. You think that's actually gonna look good on my record? Let's fucking go for it. I at this point, I think they're just going for the hate clicks.
They really are. But what really needs to be on record and on people's record is the fact that we watched celebrities in the Oscars wear the red hand pin as they're calling for a ceasefire. And we are not seeing any publication actually call this out.
Actually, all right,
on any of these.
This is one of those times, Jay, where I am so glad that I actually had no idea the Oscars were on. I didn't think about it at all.
Right.
And then I come back and see, the Oscars were on. I'm so glad I didn't watch it. What the fuck happened?
I don't know. All I know is about this one specific part because I don't watch the fucking Oscars either. And the fact that we don't have anyone in the news media actually calling this out, because as you know,
do we have actually? Where is there like actually like imagery or videos or something like this?
No, I'll have you right here. The red pins. And, you just have them calling it as them protesting for a ceasefire.
Okay. But
these red pins have the red hand.
Oh, shit.
And you guys remember the famous red hand?
Yeah.
For the Intifada and where they
it's like
lynched.
the second Intifada.
Yes. And where they lynched, I forget their names. right now, but they lynched Jews basically.
Right.
And there's you cannot go in and excuse these people and pretending like they didn't know exactly what this represented and what this meant.
Yeah. So the Red Hands, it was the two Israelis who were murdered were Yosef Avrahami and Vadim Norzic. They made a wrong turn and they were swallowed up by the lynch mob who beat them, stabbed them, gouged their eyes out, and disemboweled them as they lay on the floor of the Ramallah police station. And when one of the Israeli men's phones rang, his wife worried that she hadn't heard him. His killer picked up the phone and said, "Your husband is dead." This is actually like a retelling of that. This is from the Times of Israel, actually writing about the Oscar pins that they found. There you go. But so that is basically what Hollywood is. They've shown their true colors. They have already, in addition to being pedos and sexual deviants, are just outright open anti-Semites. They don't
100%.
care about the lives of Jews. They don't care about the survival of the Jewish people. All they care about is, well, actually, I don't know what they care about, because
they care about their own image of trying to look like they're morally superior to everybody else, and they actually care about the issues that matter. So that's why they come out like this. You have Billie Eilish and Frenus O'Connell coming in, and you had a lot of other ones as well. You had Mark Ruffalo, you had Rami Youssef coming out with it, and then you also had Jonathan Glazer, the director of The Zone of Interest. It was a historical drama set during the Holocaust, and he took that moment to come in with the pin.
I wonder if they actually realized that what they're actually wearing,
what they're actually glorifying. I don't give a fuck. I am not going to allow the excuse of ignorance for people like this, because
at this point,
no way
I don't think
at this point they don't understand.
Given that we're in the age of the internet, I can't see how one could look at this and say, "Oh, they didn't know what they were doing. They're celebrities. They're retarded." No, at this point, they have publicists. They have people surrounding them, constantly filling them up with wrong opinions and brainwashing them. And somehow they got them to thinking that this was somehow a good fucking idea.
Right.
And they don't get the benefit of the doubt. Celebrities of all people do not get the benefit of the doubt, because they got to their position one way or another. Not all of them are the smartest in the world, but they're good at something, right? So they have to excel in one way or another. They have to at least know how to get to where they are and stay where they are. That takes some level of intelligence, right? So what I'm thinking is they probably knew what they were doing and just went forward with it anyways, because they care more about how they look to the public. To the left, yeah.
Yes.
To the
cult.
The leftists, to the cult of leftists, and how they would be. They either A, they believe in it, or B, they took a stand on it in an effort to not get canceled, because these pro-Palestinian, pro-Hamas sympathizers are so fucking rabid
and loud, and that's
and violent, and just straight up anti-Semitic. I mean, it's not like they're out here peacefully protesting. Like, they're burning shit down.
Yeah, they are, and they're going after just Jewish restaurants for being owned by Jews.
Yeah,
they're going after Jewish students for being Jews, and like the audacity of being on campus. And And the Washington
literally
Post
killed
didn't
people.
even mention.
Look,
They didn't even
we
mention
forgot-
what the red hand represents in it.
We forgot there was even a man who was killed by a pro-Palestinian
In
protester in California.
He was beat over the head with the megaphone and fell and died with his injuries. And this is a complete failure on journalism for not mentioning exactly what this represents and exactly painting these people, the names I just named, as the anti-Semitic pieces of fucking garbage that they are. Every one of them. And it needs to be hounded in. You need to put Billie Eilish, anti-Semite. Whatever. Mark Ruffalo, anti-Semite. All of that. Hamas-loving pieces of fucking garbage, cum-filled, dick-sucking, whatever the fuck they needed to do to get ahead, pieces of fucking garbage who sold their soul. That's what you need to put it on. And on a lighter note, before we get out Habibis, because we're reaching that 69 minute mark, we have a couple of videos that we would like to share. And by a couple, I mean a few. And here we go. You ready?
Hold on, let me put my headphones on. Sorry. Okay, we're good.
Like, I want to read the whole thing. Trust. I know. What else? Bitches. Hey, you don't want that smoke? My boy got it. Tell him what's good. Trust no bitches, right?
Yeah, dude.
Hey, let's see the earring, baby.
Holy
that's
shit.
so good.
How many how many bitches, man, did he couldn't trust? That's
Zero.
a lot of bitches.
Zilch
bitches. Here we go. Here's a good one. Oh, look at that. Very nice.
I want to see more of that guy behind.
I know, right? That guy's a fucking legend. A fucking legend. That's gonna be me in like fucking 5 years. Fuck.
Prayed for snow on her wedding day.
Yes, I did. It was 32 degrees and no snow on my wedding day, but I had 8 inches on my honeymoon.
No way. There's no way this woman
Prayed for snow on her wedding day.
Yes, I did. It was 32 degrees and no snow on my wedding day, but I had 8 inches on my honeymoon.
That's obviously AI.
It had to be, right?
Yeah,
It
no,
looks
look
like
at Alex Trebek's eyes. Fast forward to go to the segment where she says 8 inches on my honeymoon.
Prayed for snow on her wedding day.
Yes, I did. It was 32 degrees and no snow on my wedding day, but I had 8 inches on my honeymoon.
Look at those eyes.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that's not AI.
No, well, maybe it was
The whole thing is AI.
Maybe the whole thing is AI.
It is all AI.
Interesting.
That is
Jesus.
really that's scary.
Dude, that's getting scary.
Bro, my mother-in-law came up to me and like she's like she thinks sumo wrestling is the funniest thing ever. And she brings her phone to me, and this happened today. She brings her phone up to me. She says it like to me and Emily, and she's like, well, it finally happened. And she shows me a photo, an image. It's a sumo wrestler in like stiletto heels walking down the runway, thinking it's like a real thing. I'm like, that's AI. She's like, really? People are getting fooled by this stuff.
Dude, they're getting fooled all the time.
People are getting fooled left and right by this.
Dude, my aunt showed me a picture of poodles sitting in a line, like all in costume and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You can see it's AI, but like these boomers, they're gonna get got. They're gonna get got. And it's not only pictures; it's also voiceovers too. So there's an account that is doing a Attenborough voiceover for all of the different for all of the different kind of creatures in Helldivers, and they get his mannerisms right. They get his like tone right, the cadence, like the whole thing. It's fucking amazing, and watching it is great too.
That's insane.
It's fucking hilarious. We got one more to go over.
Okay,
one more.
I'm at the beach, and I want to show you guys the beautiful view. God damn, I can't even see the water.
This is
Bro.
when she visits.
I'm at the beach, and I want to show you guys the beautiful view.
Oh my god!
God damn, I can't even see the water.
You can tell. There's the guy on the left over here. He's wearing like a skirt. That's a very Bengali
thing.
Bengali outfit. Wait, where did you go, Jay?
Sorry, I meant to remove this one.
No, oh, thank God. No, one thing. There was a couple that went to India, and the husband got beat up, and the wife got gang raped.
In India?
Yeah, this is recent. They posted a video of it. They were like world travelers, like backpacking throughout the world. Never go to India.
Nope.
Never go to Bangladesh.
Never go to Pakistan.
Don't go to Pakistan.
Don't go to any of these fucking places. They're garbage. The food is horrible, and the people are absolutely
the food
atrocious.
is good, but in the U.S., it's like Chinese food is better in the U.S. than it is in China.
You're talking like butter chicken is not Indian. Butter chicken.
I'm not talking about
Indian. Is a
westernized.
westernized.
I'm talking
dish.
about Pakistani food in the U.S.
Even
because you get cleaner ingredients.
No. Yes, you do, but
you don't have to worry about dying.
People should go try Pakistani food. It's actually really good.
Exactly.
Indian food is better, but like the
Indian food is really good.
Food, but Pakistani.
But it's not
food
Pakistani food.
And make sure you got to tell them you want it really spicy.
Yeah, I mean, my entire insides have thanked me for all those years of eating Pakistani food in Pakistan. You can tell. I got a butthole that's like a sleeve of wizard. So, Habibis, we're so glad you could have watched any or tuned in to any show, yet you tuned into ours. We're very grateful for that. Make sure you go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. And also go join our locals, because Jay and I are doing this completely out of the kindness of our hearts. Right, Jay?
Yes. And also, there's some benefits to it, too. We're going to be doing a March Madness.
Wait, there's friends with benefits?
Yes.
Or Habibis with benefits?
Habibis with benefits. So for Habibis with benefits, join our locals. Come game with us, because we are going to administer democracy and freedom.
That's right.
And we're actually going to probably be doing a little bit of that right after this.
Actually, we might.
With some of the Habibis who are on right now.
Yeah.
So make sure to hit that like and join button. And if you join our locals,
we might actually, I think we should stream it on locals right after this.
That's what I was thinking of doing right now.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Yeah.
All right. So Habibis, go ahead and kick it with us. We'll set that up right after this.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take like a 10-minute break. We'll come back and we'll play a little Helldivers and defend democracy. For the Habibis, the Habibi Bros, I'm Siraj Hashmi.
I'm Jay Kobbe.
And we'll see you next time. Actually, we'll be back on Thursday. We're going to be coming back. Do we have a list? We might have a list.
Yes,
I think
we're going to have a list.
And hopefully one of a new Habibi will be joining us on the show, Tommy Kerrigan. Tommy's podcast on Rumble. Good guy overall, funny. Fellow New Englander.
Oh, so gay.
Like me.
Oh, yeah.
So
let's do this.
Habibis, love you all. Hope you have a great night. We'll see you on locals. Peace out. Masalama.